All right, Shalom Akyam. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and we are the Hebrew Israelites, which consists of the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indians, and Haitians, in accordance to the Holy Scriptures for God's chosen people. Shalom to all the beloved brethren out there, precious knowledge and sincerity and truth. Shalom to the few sisters, and shalom to Israelite foreigners who are scattered abroad. And what you're looking at is a true depiction of the one ignorantly called Jesus Christ, whose real name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai. And what you're looking at is a true depiction of the one ignorantly called God, one ignorantly called Jehovah, whose real name in the Hebrew is Yahweh. When you call upon the Most High and the Son, you must say Yahweh Bahashim. Yahweh Shai, Yahweh means he to be, or he is. Bahashim means in the name, and Yahweh Shai means he delivers. Our Lord and Savior is come back to deliver the elect out of the nation of Israel upon the destruction of modern day Babylon, aka America. I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, and the Wadi Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai for another blessed day. The Wadi Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai for the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and the Wadi Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai for all you beloved brethren out there, pushes knowledge in sincerity and truth. All right, coming back at you another lesson through the Holy Spirit. I'm gonna start off with James the 5th chapter, and read a few verses and show you these videos. Pretty much this dollar bill, y'all, this Babylonian American currency is devaluing by the second, by the minute. This whole assimilation of the BRICS, these different countries that came together, dealing with Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, and many other countries that came together, and they're going to formulate a gold standard. Pretty much, they don't want to deal with this piece of paper anymore, because I don't want to give it away. These gentlemen, they're gonna break it down for you. So James chapter 5 verse 1: Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. These rich men are the elites of this society. All right, dealing with the 13 elite banking families, man, and this standard of money that they are given over to United States citizens and have been doing business with the other different countries in the world is not backed by anything. Is a worthless piece of paper. And they accumulated great debt, and death as well, throughout the whole world, man. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eating. Now hear this. Oh boy.
Good thing. Kill the American dollar. You come to me, you want to buy gold, and then you give me papers, and then you call that business. No. And right now the economy is running on the false idea of Nixon, who removed the American dollar from being gold-based to being paper-based. So Americans don't need any backup for their economy.
So the president that did that, he was following orders from the elites of the society. It was all part of the plan. And guess what? This is all according to prophecy. Reading you one of the prophecies in the book of James, the 5th chapter. And there's another prophecy in the book of Habakkuk. Also is in Job, the 20th chapter. When you link these precepts, you know, this is how this man been conducting himself throughout the earth, with fraud.
Or they're going to go to a photocopy machine and photocopy more papers. We are going to be reaching a time right now in Zimbabwe where all the gold that was stolen by the Europeans is going to come back to Africa. How? When we sell you our maize, we sell you our flowers, we sell you our coal. We don't want some damn piece of paper money in our accounts. Pay in gold. Bring it back from your reserves in London, in Lisbon, in New York, in Frankfurt. You want iron ore and manganese. You want bars of gold today. BRICS is a good thing.
BRICS is a good thing. See, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. James 5:1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. All praise Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth-eating. So I got one more video for you.
Many countries are saying, in order to avoid this consequence of the imposition of sanctions by the United States, on the basis that you are using their currency, in order to avoid the consequences of sanctions that arise from that, let's walk away from the dollar. When Russia trades with China, there's no reason why they must trade use dollars to exchange. None. And so that even India is saying the same thing. So globally, there's a discussion that is taking place to say we must find alternative means of trading among ourselves and not subject ourselves to the situation where there's one currency in the world, which becomes a global reserve currency. Because it gives the country that is the issuer of the money, that's the United States, it gives it the power to impose its will. It is better that we have a diversified financial system rather than to be so tied up with one currency. Many countries are saying, in order to avoid this consequence of the imposition of sanctions by the United States, on the basis that you are using their currency, in order to avoid the consequences of sanctions that arise from that, let's walk away from the dollar.
Have to walk away from the dollar. Oh boy, what a glorious time to be alive, man. Verse 3 says, your gold and silver is cankered. All right, the money's not backed by gold nor silver. So it causes a false reality. You know what I'm saying? People have been living like this, thinking they have riches, and you have a green piece of paper in your bank account that you're able to buy goods and all that stuff, but you really don't own anything. People have sold souls for this green piece of paper. Women have been prostituting themselves for this green piece of paper. This green piece of paper, this way this man been running the world has caused major poverty throughout the four corners of the earth. Going and take all these different lands, natural resources, and put sanctions on them and impoverish these different countries, man. The list go on and on. Okay? Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days. You're gonna lose all that gold, all those natural resources you took from the people, man. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud. Cry it, and the cries of them which have reaped are enter into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth, the Lord of armies. Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. NLT, for listen, hear the cries of the field workers who you have cheated of their pay. The wages you held back cry out against you. The cries of those who harvest your fields have reached the ears of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This whole system has been based upon fraud, a debt-based system, and reality is setting in now. So when these countries are gathering together to dump this dollar, this is going to lead to a world war, man. You know, but before that, they're going to bring in the MOTB, and it's going to get real bad out here in America. Giving all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He have lived in pleasure on earth. The earth has been given into the hands of the wicked, Job 9:24, and been wanton. He have nourished your hearts as in a day of slaughter. And that's what eventually is going to happen to these Edomites. They're going to get slaughtered when Yahweh Shah returned, man. And guess what? These nations going to, man, everybody's going to turn their back against America and shoot their missiles against this whore, this harlot. He have condemned and killed the just, and he do it not resist you. That's what they've been doing, man. If they see a land has natural resources that they want, they go in there and condemn the people, form a coup, and just slaughter the people, man, and put in a puppet leader. All right, verse 7, be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of Yahweh Shai, of the Lord. Behold, the husbandman waiting for the precious fruit of the earth and had long patience for it until he received the early and latter rain. Be he also patient, establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord draweth nigh. Be ye also patient, establish your hearts, for the coming of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. We almost out of here, man. You know, almost out of here. There's a few more prophecies got to take place. But that's some great news, these nations. And this thing is not even, it's out in the open, man. It's out in the open. So, yeah, man, that's why you go in the stores and prices of things is going up. It's going to lead to economic collapse. Nobody want to deal with the bullshit anymore. Pieces of paper. Habakkuk chapter 2. A green piece of paper. Think about it. You know, goddamn relationships get ruined behind that shit. And who faces is on that fucking money? The so-called white man. You know, Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, what I shall answer when I am reproved. The Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And that's what you're witnessing, man. Things are happening. Things are moving fast. For the elect's sake, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by what? Faith. Faith, man, that's all we have. And the one soul which is lifted up is not upright is Esau. That's why fraud is in the earth. All types of disease, wars, deception. Because the Edomites are ruling. Right? Yet also, because he transgressed by wine, his wine is violence. He is a proud man, not a keeper at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people. So the second video says, in order for us to avoid being sanctioned by this, you know, America, whatever, we got to get away from the dollar. So all these different nations are forming an alliance against the United States of America and the beast. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe unto him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? To him that ladeth himself with thick clay. That's that debt. Okay? It's debt-based system. That thick clay, ibatyat. Weight of pledges, heavy debts. All right? Sanctions and all that leads to debts. That's how they control these different countries, man. They go in and take out the ones that, for their people, assassinate them, set up puppet leaders, and keep that country in debt. And the people that work for them, they keep them rich and their families. That's why different countries, papers and paper money in these third world countries is not worth nothing. Okay, compared to the American dollar. So the American dollar is about to lose its value tremendously. Oh, praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. That's the Taunting proverb right there. Is it? All right. Verse 7. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee? That's what you're seeing. People are rising up. You know? Different nations are rising up. And thou shalt be for booties unto them, man. Because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, and of the city, and of all that dwell therein. All right, so you know, we can keep reading, but that's the point. Laded himself with thick clay. So this money system will not be worth anything real soon. You're going to witness hyperinflation. People are going to lose their minds, and people are about to lose everything. They're going to bring in this new system, which is going to link to what? The RFID chip. Shalom.